What's up, YouTube? It's the boy JunesEightyEIght, bringing the good, bad, and the oh so ugly. Once again, how's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing fantastic. Yo, as y'all know, I'm doing this new series called Tips and Tricks for the Independent Artist. So if you know an independent artist, send them the playlist. And if you are independent artist, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll try to help you out as much as possible. And I will be bringing local artists, R&B, hip hop. I'm bringing all my friends on the show. So get ready for that. Now, in this video, I want to talk about knowing your budget and planning, really planning. No, just plan out, because as an independent artist, it takes so much money to just do anything. Unless you just know somebody that can help you, you're going to be spending a lot of money. And like I said, tell people, there's producers that got deals on beats. That's the number one thing. Like, I learned, like, you find a producer that got a deal, man, they got the buy one, get one. You got to buy two, get to buy two, get one. You got to buy two, get two. You got to buy three. It's a whole thing. You either got to find the right producer and just ball out. I think majority of your money is gonna go on beats. So I want you to tally up everything you buy. You know, add up all your beats. If you're doing a EP, a 5-track EP, buy all your beats. Cause like my boy Altitude does, his name's gonna come up a lot in this series, because I learned a lot from my boy Altitude. Like, I learned a whole lot from this guy. He just stockpiles beats. He dead stock beats. He just got beats for days. Like, he just has them ready to go. Like, he has like a bunch of album worth of beats. Like, I think he got like 6-7 albums worth of beats, you know, just beats he been stocking up for throughout the years. He just has them. You know, he just got them, like, nigga. You know, he just has beats. So I guarantee if he went down just the beats alone, I guarantee a good $500 worth of beats he has. You know what I mean? Just alone. And it's like, that's majority, in my opinion, that's where a majority of your money is going to go on buying beats. So you tally that up. Okay, I got to buy 5 tracks, 5 beats. But then again, if you're using the same producer, you're going to be getting and he got a deal, you straight. You know what I mean? If you got to buy 2, get 1, you halfway there. You know what I mean? Because I don't know anybody that go just knee deep in this, I'm going to buy all 5 beats in one sitting. Because you may listen. Anyway, that's getting off subject. I'm sorry. But it's like, then you get that out the way. All right, studio time. That's another thing. You got to think of 2 things. Do you want to go to a big name studio and pay big time studio money, or go to somebody's home studio where it's, you know, a lot of people get confused about, oh, I want to go to this big studio because I want to flex. I want to show people I'm on a gram. Yeah, I'm in the studio. Yeah, I'm in the studio, man. Song. But you know, you get the same effect at the home studio. It's just, you're paying for it. For me, you're paying for the experience to be in the studio. You know what I mean? You're paying for a studio experience. If you've never been in a big time studio before, do it. Get it out your system. Get it out. Then you realize, yo, man, I can save a whole lot of money going, unless you know somebody with a home studio. Not like back in the day, you be at the bus stop or you walking down the street, going to the store. Hey, man, you do music? Yeah, I got a studio if you ever need. I don't know you, bro. I've been stopped so many times back in the day. Like, oh, you rap? Yeah, I rap a little bit. I got a studio, man. Come by. I don't know you, bro. I don't know you. I'm not coming to nobody's home studio. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to go to anybody's home studio. So you got to think about, what do you want to go to? A big-time studio and pay big-time studio money? Or go to, because 9 times out of 10, it goes back to the building. I'm going to talk about that in another video, but it goes back to building relationships where a lot of people as independent artists, they're like, yo, I know somebody who got a studio that I go to, home studio. Check them out. This, there. And they'll look there. A lot of people, they not going to put their stamp on somebody they don't trust. You know what I mean? Somebody they can't, you know, that they're shifty. Ain't nobody gonna do that. People don't do that because that make you look bad, and whatever the case may be. So, studio time. There's one studio I used to go to a few times. I believe they charge like. Here's the kicker: the studio they charge, I think it was $65 an hour, but that was just a recording. The mixing goes with it, but the mastering is a whole nother thing. It's separate. So you're paying like, I think 75 or 85 for the mixing. You know, to get everything all polished and done up. You know, that's separate. So imagine doing that for 5 songs, recording it, getting it mixed. Then you gotta pay for the mastering. Now you doing $75 per song. That's 5 songs. Then on top of you paying for the studio time, which is separate at that particular studio. So now, you see where I'm coming from? It's like, why would you wanna? It's not why. Like, I got my own little setup now, so I ain't gotta go to the big time studios. And it's easy now. I can just send tracks to my friends if they want to get. I'm like, I just send. We just be sending tracks all day, every day. You know, just back and forth. I'm actually waiting for a track right now and getting a song back from my boy 3. Shouts out to him. And that's another thing. Like, that studio time adds up. It adds up. And now, since we're in a pandemic, it's like you can't really go to the studio like that. So now, what do? You gotta build a home setup. I know a lot of my homegirl Nicole Marie. She got a home studio set up. I got a home studio set up. My boy R2D Ben had his. My boy C3 Ben had his. You know, it's like everybody got their own setup now. It's like, all right, cool. I can't go to the big time studio. I might as well build my own and learn how to do it myself. And buying equipment, that's money. Then that's a whole nother story. So look at that money right there. That's just, you just spending. We ain't gonna talk about that. The studio time, that's more money. So you looking at that, you almost. I think right about now, on top of my dome, I think we at like 500 right now, just give or take, based on everything. I think we gonna say we at 500 now. Now, let's say you got the project complete now. Now, it's photo shoots. That's the cold part. Photo shoots, some people, they charge, like, yo, they got a flat rate. Some people charge by the hour. So now, all right, and some of the flat rate people are kind of stiff. They're kind of stiff, depending on who it is, unless you just know somebody who does photography. You know, luckily, I do photography and my friends do photography, and it's not a hassle. Like, hey, yo, man, I'm trying to do this photo shoot. Can you do it for me? You know what? I treat you to lunch, bro. Like, what's good? All right, cool, whatever. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, I buy you lunch. All right, cool, whatever. You know what I mean? And so that's one thing. So, but if you ain't got it like that, you gotta pay somebody to do your photo shoots for you. And that's probably like another, depends on the person, $50, $20, $30, $40 an hour. You know what I mean? Then, after the photo shoot, you got a video. Now, I remember my boy Galaxy, shout out to my boy Galaxy, a year ago, like before the pandemic jumped off. He went off the grid for a little bit. And I think I got to get a video done. And luckily, I'm in this film group. And I'm like, yo, I need somebody to do a music video for me. Like, who's the best, yada, yada, yada. And I got DM'd, everybody like sending me their prices. Let me tell you something. Insane. And if you don't know about it, when I take our glasses off, it's serious. It's a serious thing. Let me tell you, it's insane. But I understand, because the time and energy it takes to do a video, shoot it, edit it, it takes a lot of time. You know what I mean? It takes a lot of time. And it's like, some of them prices were like, gosh, some of them start at like $300-400. And imagine you ain't got that off the muscle. You ain't got that for the drop. That's out of your budget. You know what I mean? Like, and those cats ain't gonna work for free. Those cats ain't gonna yeah. It's like, they ain't gonna do it. Yeah, that's why I say, when you start, have a budget for every project you do. Have a budget. Say, because like, for shows, right? Me, Guy, and other two, we all go in on a show together. Like, I remember in the beginning, I was paying for the venues all myself because, it was easy at the time. But when I started getting bigger venues, like, yo, you mind, like, am I like putting in, like, let's split this money, like, let's split it, then whatever we get back off a ticket, we just get it, get it back. Like, cool. And then we sat down like, yo, what's our limit? Like, what's the budget we want? What's the number that we won't go above for a venue? We came to an agreement. Cool. That's the part of the budget. Like, we're not going over this number. We are not going over this number. We refuse to. I said, and I told him, like, only way I'll go over my budget is if I know I can double the money that we put in. That's the only way I'll go over my budget. And as besides that, but like, have a budget for everything you do. If you got a project, if this is your first project, this is how much I want to spend for this. I want to spend this for my photo shoots, my video shoots, studio time. I'm going to spend this much for beats. And then again, you'll be like, throughout the years, you probably just find on YouTube, scrolling, or you go back to whoever who get your beats from, like, scroll through, hear something, like, I'm going to buy that, sit back on that one, put that in the chamber, But it's a whole big creative process. You got to, I don't want to spend, for a project, I tell myself, I don't want to spend no more than $500. That's my budget. I don't want to spend no more than that. I don't want to spend that much. But then it's you know what I mean? Especially if you're independent and you're new. Because you got to think about it. A lot of people won't buy merch from you because they don't know who you are. So you going out in your first year, you're spending $300 on t-shirts and hoodies, but you only sell 5 because the people that you rock with buy them. You know what I mean? It's like, it makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. It's like, luckily, there's sites out that you could, like, they'll be the middleman. Like, I'm not gonna say their name on here because they're not paying me, but the site I use my merch from, it's like they're the middleman. Like, you don't have to do anything. Like, all you gotta do is put your logo on the shirt, and it opens the store for you. And yes, they get a cut of what you make, whatever. But you still get money back. So it's like, oh, I got merch. If people want to buy it, it's already up. So whenever I start taking off, building up steam, you got it. The store stays. You got the store, and all you people got to do is buy it, and it shipped it to them. It's like it's out of your hands. You know what I mean? And that's a lifesaver. Instead of I'm gonna stockpile up on 100 shirts, and you just sitting on 100 shirts, and nobody's buying them. Then you just blew. Because buying shirts is expensive. Getting merch is expensive in itself. That's a whole nother story that I'll probably be talking about. But it's one of them things where you gotta know your budget. And then again, work, especially for features, luckily you can have people that are part of you that don't mind trading on. I do the song, it don't matter, I got you. I got like a lot of my features I got as people, my close personal friends, like I do a song with you. Like, yo, you mind doing this song with me? Like, I got you, send it over. You know, don't worry about it. I got you. Don't worry about nothing. It's cool. You know what I mean? But if you ain't got people like that around, if you paying for verses, don't pay more than your budget. I remember I was reaching out to a girl, and she gave me a ridiculous price. Like, she said like 600. Like, whoa! I ain't got I've never paid $600 for nothing. Let alone no. Like, if I'm paying that much money for a verse, and I mean, of course you got a bigger following than me. You know, your following is bigger. But if I need to be able to reap the benefits of that too. Your fans need to become my fans. My Instagram following needs to go up too. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. If I'm paying, and then I don't have just 6 at the time. I didn't have that to spend. But another girl, she was like, yo, I do the song 75. Cool. Who can't spend 75 for a feature? Like, that's damn near getting it free. You damn near getting a verse for free at that point. You know? But don't spend more than you can afford. Because you don't want to go broke trying to put something together. Because you don't know what your music is going to do in the beginning stages. And on top of that, don't let nobody fool you and say, I can get you on a Spotify playlist. Don't do it. Don't do it. Payola is not what it is. That is a scam. Like, I remember somebody telling me, hey, this is back in the SoundCloud days, when SoundCloud was heavy. And like, yo, man, I know a guy that used to work with Wu-Tang, and he said, if I pay him this, he can give me 1 million plays on SoundCloud. I'm like, for real? Cool. A week later, he had 1 million. But then again, when you think about it, it didn't add up, because somebody said, yo, if he got 1 million, you viral on a song. Everybody know you damn near famous by that time. You get 1 million. I don't know nobody who's ever hit 1 million, anything, who didn't capitalize off that. T-Pain said it best in his rant. Streams can be bought. Views can be bought. Followers can be bought. All that shit can be bought. And I get, somebody told me like, yo, I get buying followers. I get buying. It looks good when people go to your page and see you. Oh, he got 11,000 followers. Oh, he got 25,000 followers. Cool. But if your following don't match your likes and your comments, it don't add up. Like, I've seen people got 35,000 followers but get 10 likes a video, 10 likes a post. It don't add up. You can tell the people that bought followers. You can just tell, but that's neither here nor there. I'm not talking about that. But Don't spend more than you can afford. Don't spend more than, have a budget and stick to it. You know what I mean? Just stick to it. It'll save you a lot of money. And then again, I remember my boy Guy Serotops told me, like, yo, his project he just put out. He's like, yo, this the most money I put into a project. I'm like, how much you put in it? I'm not gonna say how much he put into the project, but it wasn't a lot. But for him, that was the most money he put into a project. I respect it, you know what I mean? Like from the artwork. Because then again, even artwork, down to the artwork of your project is, if you got like a cartoon or, you know, something like like the animated stuff, that costs money. Them graphic design, not the old hood mixtapes where they Photoshop a Hennessy bottle in your hand. Not that. I'm talking about the real detailed pictures. That's like, you could tell that they really went in and spent time, like, on, they paid attention to detail, to everything. Like, yo, they really, I see why it's $250. I see why I had to pay $250 for that. You know what I mean? I see why I had to pay that much for that. It's all into it. A lot of people don't get that. A lot of people don't understand that. Like, you know, like a lot of people, you can't cheap music. You can't cheap your way around it. You can't do that. You gotta, at some point, you're going to have to put money into what you're doing. If you really care about your craft, you're going to have to put the money into it. You're just going to have to. It's one of those things you're going to have to do. You know what I mean? And I'm going to wrap it up like this. Make sure you have, I'm going to leave you with this. Make sure you have a budget. Budget. Please. It don't even have to be, just because mine is $5, don't mean your budget can literally be $300. Your budget can literally be $100. I don't know what you're going to get with $100, but, you know, with your budget, don't have to be with mine. I just set my budget like that because I know the price tag runs up on certain things. And I know that I've built enough relationships myself where I ain't got to worry that much on a video shoot. I ain't got to worry that much on a photo shoot. I ain't got to, you know what I mean? I ain't got to worry about too much. But after, to the time that I do, I know how much I can spend, all right? I got money for that. I got money for that. I got money for this. I can spend that. And that's what a lot of artists don't understand. They go in with the, oh man, I got to do this. I got to do that. Then you go broke. Then you don't see nothing back on it. Like, yo, what you did? Nah, man, I ain't getting nothing back. I spent all that money, man. I ain't even getting nothing back on my return on that. That's what you got to get. You got to get back on your investment. If you invest in something, you got to get money back on it. I spent so much money on my home studio that I made back on my investment. You know, I made back on the investment. You know what I mean? I made back on that. So it's like, all right, you made that. And when I say I put a lot, the most money for me, I'm talking about for me personally, like, yo, I ain't talking about I spent like $1,000 something, but like the most money I spent is building my home studio. That's the most money for me. I don't know how much money y'all willing to spend on stuff, but me, I'm always looking for deals. Make sure, that's another thing, make sure you look for deals. Now I'm going to get up out of here. Make sure you look for deals. I was always raised, don't get the first thing you see. Find a deal. Find a deal. And if you can't find one, then go out and buy it. You know, and don't wait for something. Like, I just wait it out. Because if you wait, it may be gone by the time you get back. Get it when you can. If you can get it right, then get it. You know what I mean? Because that's the best. That's the best advice I can give you right now. But like always, So, like I said, this is gonna be a part of the independent, the tips and tricks for independent artists. Follow the playlist. I'm gonna be adding to it. Like I said, I'm gonna be having all my artist friends on the show, on this specific series. I'm not editing that out, that fumble. You know, yeah, I'm gonna have all of them on the show, so I can give you their perspective on things. So, yeah, if there's anything you want me to talk about as an independent artist, let me know. I will be happy to cover it for you. Like I said, I'm giving you my experiences and stuff that I've been through as an artist, and that's basically what I can give you. And that's all I can give you. This is the honest truth. I ain't gonna bull jive, nothing. But yeah, comment, like, subscribe, stream my new song, 88th Avenue, right now. Follow me on all social media. And like always, I'm out. See you Monday. Peace.